Welcome back to the latest episode of Garbolino Midland match. Today we're back at Alvechurch Fisheries on a house pool. This is part 2 of the video. If you saw the first one, we were targeting the carp on the hybrid feeder up to the island. As we said before, house pool is the old Specie lake, so it's absolutely rammed full of your bigger bonus fish. So you have to have a bit of a different approach to your normal commercial, as you're not fishing for many bites, but you're potentially fishing for a big fish. This video we're going to cover the bream fishing, which they go up to £8. I've just set up to 11 metres in around 6 foot, and it gently gradually slopes away down to 9 foot at about 14.5 metres. We'll start at 11. If we need to, we'll push further out. Rig wise, dead simple, 1 gram and 10 afloat. Down to a little olivet, and then just a reverse taper of number 10s down to a 6-inch hook length, which is an 18 to 010. 020 main line. Elastic wise, we've started off on the Garbolino High-Vis Fighter Hollow in 8 to 10, as we are fishing for them bigger bonus fish. If we need to, if we start bumping fish, I will drop down to a 6 to 8 or even a 4 to 6 if they're small fish. But ideally we want to target them big bream, which on average, they average about £5, but they can go up to anything £8 plus. Plus you've got your tench, and you're bound to hook a carp on the carp pole as well. Bait wise, got about 1.5 kilos of ground bait mixed up. This is the sweet fish meal one that I've had made myself. It's just dark crushed expander, halibut pellet, fish meal, salted caramel, just a mixture of everything. I've mixed it, overweighted. I've got so much confidence in my ground bait when it's like this. I just think it works far better than when you mix it a drier mix. So we're going to feed 100 ml of that to start with, and we'll fish that out, and we'll loose feed casters or put casters through on a little toss pot over the top with either double caster or some maggots just from the hook as well. And hopefully we'll be able to snare you some big skin bobs and big bream. Welcome to part 2 of our visit to Alvechurch. We had a lovely couple of big slabs on the hybrid feeder. Didn't manage a carp, but in 2.5 hours this time of year we had 2 big bream, the half a dozen skimmers ranging from 10 ounce to £1.5. So you can't really grumble at them type of bites, especially when this lake isn't stocked like a normal commercial. As I said, it's the old Specie lake, but there is some beautiful fish in here. We're going to kick off 100 ml pot, sloppy ground bait mix, just a little sprinkling of casters over the top. Set up to 11 metres, just as it slopes off in about 6 foot of water. It does slope down to roughly 9-10 foot, 14.5 metres. I know exactly what's going to happen now. We're going to hook carp on the pole line. Hopefully can snare a few of them proper big bream for you. We did have a match down there last week, first silvers match of the year. Had 2 lines, one really positive, one really negative, and the positive line didn't really kick off. But the negative line, in between the carp, there was a few bites to be had, especially when I started introducing some loose casters, which is why we're down here today. Cut back on the ground bait, and hopefully double casters the bait. I've got a really long lash on this rig because there is a slight ripple, but it's still very flat calm, and that just means two reasons: one, I can flick past where my feed is, and two, keep the pole away from the top of the float. I'm expecting some of the smaller fish to start with: roach, perch, small skimmers. No indication then. I opted for the bigger float today in the 1 gram, purely for presentation and stability. I've got the Alvechurch set, the 18 inches from the hook length loop, and then I've just got a reverse taper of number 10s down from that, just to create that slow fall from the Alvechurch down to the hook bait. Skimmers and bream do tend to take it on the settle. I'll watch it down and take it just as it settles. So don't be afraid to keep relaying your rigging. The thing that I do like about, especially here at Alvechurch on this house pool, this obviously isn't as heavily stocked as the other lakes, it being the old Specie lake, but you never know. Your next bite could be anything from 8 ounce to £8 when you're fishing for the bream. Just for a nice change, something different, more patient day. I quite like that. This wind has really picked up now. A few bites. Got a feeling it's only small fish at the minute though. There we go. Won't take too long for our first bite. Beautiful roach. So Absolutely nailed them casters. Average stamp for here, but they do go up to £3, as I said. Some big ones in here. We're getting bites. And again, double caster. And I'll just put in your 20 loose casters. Keep some bait trickling through the water. Last week on that match, caster was definitely the bait for the better stamp fish. Did have a couple on corn, but maggot was just carp soup. As soon as you put maggot on, you'll get a carp. Switched to caster sort of the last hour, and that did make a massive difference. Big bonus bream, about £6, and then probably a handful of the sort of 8 ounce, 10 ounce. It did fish quite tough on Sunday. And I probably fed way too much ground bait. Go. Bites again straight away. Good sign. This one feels a bit better. This could even be a bream. The way it's fighting. Absolutely beautiful. 10 minutes after feeding, first bream in the net. Can't complain. Beautiful bream. We're about £1, just over £1. And that is why I love it down here. And again, repeat the process. 20 loose casters. The bites keep coming like this. As soon as they do start drying up, maybe an hour, I'll just put another 100ml pot of the ground bait mixing. Indication again straight away. Good sign of some fish down there. Oh, feels a bit better. Bit of a ball. Hopefully it's not a carp. That's it. A massive roach. Again, not really what we're fishing for, but we'll definitely take them. Especially when we're getting roach like that. Absolutely beautiful fish. And that's the exact reason I love coming to these old specie lakes. Big old hidden gems like that. Very rarely fished for. They just get left alone to grow. I'm using the large Garbolino octopots, which are brilliant. Come with a sprinkle lid and just the plain cap. I tend to they come in three sizes, small, medium and large. I tend to just use the large and put less in. They are a good bit of kit, to be fair, the way they fasten to your top kits. No risk of breaking them. Got like a half turn twist lock on them. Two different sizes. It is literally a bite to chuck. Only small on it. Managed a couple of bonus fish, but for this time of year, you can never moan about a bite of chuck. We've only been fishing for just under an hour, and we've pretty much had a bite of chuck. Only small stuff. Roach, perch, skimmers, sort of 8 ounce. We've had that skimmer about £1, £1.5, and that big roach. but bite wise, it is a fisher chuck. We can't really grumble about. Just need to try and find one of the big boys. Roach on the drop then. It's the biter chuck. If these small fish carried on, I wouldn't think twice. Especially if I was bumping them, I wouldn't think twice about dropping down the elastic. Something a bit softer. But to be fair, that 8 to 10 set soft. It's only really the really small fish you tend to bump on. Four to 6 is one of my favourite silvers elastic. 4 to 6 fighter hollow. But in slightly deeper water, when you're fishing for the bigger bream, bonus type fish, I do think you need that slightly heavier elastic just to set the hook on the strike. He is a biter chuck out there. We'll just try. I'm still confident that caster's the bait, but we will just try a double maggot. Because these roach, I'm nailing them casters. Definitely some roach down there. Biter chuck, and it's just a case of wading through them. You could go down the pellet approach, but I think at the minute, with them carps are active still, I think you would have some problems with them. I think that rain's took its toll though. I've only seen one other fish caught. They are carp lads though. The white alarms and the buoys. It's quite nice because they're leaving all the silvers for me. Perfect little weight builders. Let's go back to the double caster. So I am really fancying that for one of them bonus fish. Just lovely fishing, this is. Bite a chuck off these sort of stamp. All on the settle. As soon as that float cocks, you're getting a bite. For this time of year, just beautiful fishing. Can't ask for more than bite a chuck. Right, I hope you enjoyed that video. Didn't manage any of the proper big bream on it. We've had a shed load of the pound and a half size. Pretty much had a bite of chuck. I've only been fishing an hour and a half, 2 hours. We've had roach, perch, roach up to a pound, skimmers, had a bit of everything. Bite of chuck. If there is anything else you do want to see us film, please just let us know in the comment section or message us directly and we'll try our best to get out and film it for you. And if you can, like and subscribe to the channel, that'd be great. We'll see you on the next one.